Let me turn off face cam. Alright, there we go.
Boot up that playroom.
Yep, I already booted it up. Alright, so we have our things ready to go. Alright, Discord. Alright, okay. So I just gotta refresh the page and everything else. Yeah, you're going to town over there with Black Ops 4.
What happened?
I said, you're going to town with BO4 over there.
Yeah, I am. I'm playing hardcore, trying to get these headshots.
Oh, okay, I got you. Alrighty. Okay, so I just want to double check here. I gotta fix the tags. Ugh, excuse me. I gotta fix the tags, and then we should be good to go.
Yes, we are.
Alright. Let me go, let me fix a couple of things.
Oh,
Yeah, I just want to go through some adjustments real quick. I gotta fix some tags. Because it's that time. It's that time of the week, ladies and gentlemen. You already know what's about to happen here. Alright, let me go just... Yeah, I just want to do just chatting. That's what I want to do. And then, yeah, in real life. Yeah, we'll, yeah, sure. Okay. What's up, Amanda? All right.
You're live already?
Yeah, I'm already live. Ready to go.
Yay, what's up?
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're already live. Just no announcement already being made. We're ready to go.
Yeah, and we are live from the Staples Center. No, I'm just kidding.
We are live. I wish I was. We just do a show at the Staples Center. That'd be lit. That would be
That
awesome.
would be amazing.
All right. What other tags could I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, news. Yeah, let's put some news. Let's put news in there. Why not? Hopefully this thing updates. Otherwise, I'm gonna be mad as hell. And it doesn't look like it's. See, I don't know what the problem is with Twitch and updating its tags. Like, honestly, like, I really want to update it, but at the same time, it's just like, once you update it, it has a green check mark, but at the same time, it doesn't want to update it. It's weird. Live from McDonald's. There you go. You guys already know the live from McDonald's.
McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, McDonald's Wi-Fi. That'd be a thing. Okay. Alright. Alright. News. Yeah, gaming news. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there. News. Sure. And then put that in there. And I think we can put 2 more tags in here. So give me 1 second here, guys.
Alright.
Alright, there we go. Okay, so okay, I only select 5 tags at a time, huh? Let's put out, okay, there we go, okay. I'll just take out regular news and I'll replace it with this. Cactus, thank you for the host, man. Yeah, so give me 1 second here.
Yeah, I need a second as well, hold on.
You're back from it being out of town, I got you, man. Hold on, I'm gonna have to refresh the page. Because I don't know why this thing is not updating the tags. That's so weird. Alright. Yeah, so Shadow said he's gonna be right back. So as soon as I fix these tags, we're ready to go. As soon as I fix them, we're ready to go. No ifs, ands, or buts. Okay, so we already got 6 people tuning in right now, so give me 1 second here. I just need to fix this and be ready to go. So I hope this thing cooperates with me, because otherwise we're going to have a little bit of a problem. Okay, not playing with viewers, it's not
Kyle?
squads. Yes?
This little thing I have to do, it'll take a couple minutes. My sister spilled juice on the floor.
Alright, no, that's fine. Take your time. I'm just setting up tags. That's all I'm doing.
Alright. I'll be right back as soon as I can.
Alright, yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay. So we got gaming news. We got... I guess we can throw American football in here. Well, you're gonna have to hear him like sometime later in the show. But right now we got some other things we're gonna talk about here first. Since we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Okay. Basketball. And... gaming? Yeah, gaming news. Gaming news! I think we have gaming news already, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay. And we don't have the other one. That's what we need. Okay. Give me 1 second here. Come on, work with me, damn it. There we go. Okay, now we got it. Okay. It's like I gotta refresh the page a couple of times just to actually get it going, which is absolutely weird. Okay. So, we're gonna wait for Shadow to get back. I want to say hello to everybody. So, how's everybody doing today? How's everybody? You guys doing good? It's a nice Sunday night. Here, I want to go to the dashboard and see who's watching right now. I know Amanda's watching. Zombie Cactus is also watching right now. Alright, so we got... Ooh, does that say 9 people? Because it says 9 people in here, but it says 6. That's weird. And then it says 3. Now you know this thing doesn't make any sense. Abstract, I see you. Gas Canister. We got Chain 4321. Slow Cool. How's everybody doing? Everybody's in the chat. We're having a good time. Yeah, because I can tell by who's in the chat and who's not. Just by this mobile phone. Where are the babies? Babies are right here. You can see kind of see the babies a little bit, maybe, possibly. There. Oh, here. Let me here. I can hold this youngling up to the big screen, so I can see all the pugs in person. All right. So Mattman, he's playing Arkham Knight, and Haley's at a Comic-Con. So right now we're just waiting on. Hello, Abstract. Yeah, so we're just waiting on Shadow to get back. They might join later. I don't know. Is Cynthia on? Hold on, let me see if Cynthia's on. I just want to check one thing. You are right here. You're right here, and you're ready to go. Okay, Cynthia is not on. Okay. Okay, I just want to double check. Okay. I know we're starting a little bit more behind than usual, but I just wanted to get everything going and done here. So we got a lot to talk about here on today's show. Bill wants gaming news. What? Stop. Alright. So yeah, we got a lot of things to talk about here. So, today is Mario Day, for those who are wondering. Yeah, happy Mario Day, March 10th. So, if you guys don't know Mario, obviously Super Mario, you know, all that good stuff. Yeah, they made it into an official holiday, which, you know, that's... I'm alright with that. I'm cool with that. So we'll talk about what favorite Mario games we have talking about here in a little bit. And then we're going to talk about some lawsuits with video games too, like Friday the 13th and Fortnite's also, you know, been dealing with lawsuits. Pretty insane. And then, of course, we have LeBron James passing Michael Jordan in points. Where does he rank among the all-time greats? And then I think Mattman was going to be on with Ronda Rousey and her situation, but like I said, I don't know where he's at the moment. So, and then, like I said, we're going to wait on Shadow. No, he's loyal to Monica and Hillary. Monica and Hillary. It's not just one, it's both of them. Oh my goodness. Alright, so just wanted to check that and get that out of the way. I see you, Abstract. I know you're right here. I know Abstract's right here. He's ready to go. He's ready to go and he's ready to rock. Alright, so... hope you guys are, like I said, hope you guys are doing fantastic. I know it's Sunday. Everybody's like, oh, it's the main part of the week, Monday. You can tell me where he ranks. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, anyways, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah. Okay. Yep, it's me, Mario. So, like I said, Sunday might be my favorite day of the week, honestly. I used to hate a lot of Sundays when I was a kid, but now, as I get older, you know, Sundays are actually, you know, not that bad for me. So, Sundays is really where my, you know, my actual work takes place. Like, my content. The stuff that I share for you guys. It's all for you. I just want to say, I love you bunches. I do. I love all of you. Okay, my throat's kind of getting a little choked up when I was trying to do the Bill impersonation, but anyways, you guys are awesome. I love you guys. And like I said, we'll wait on Shadow to get back. Because we do have something I do want to talk about. First of all, the quote-unquote Pokemon leaks, which we are going to discuss here with Shadow here just a few minutes here. So, I just, you know, he's apparently his sibling spilled juice all over the place, as you guys heard earlier. Why does it say live offline? What? Wait, what? Why does it say live offline? Hold up. That's weird. Live offline? What? Hold on. Hold on, let me see if my... Okay, hang on. Give me 1 second. I gotta refresh the page again. I don't know if this bot's saying something else. I don't know. This thing has been literally acting weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's just Twitch is glitching out all of a sudden. I don't know what it is. Alright, well, I refreshed it. So we should be fine now. Hopefully. Alright, so anyways... God, Shadow's taking a sweet time. Let me try to invite Matman one more time. I want to invite him. And I know Haley was going to try to be on. It's because Joe's you're on YouTube now. It's jealous. You probably. You never know. Okay, still on playing Batman Arkham Knight. Curtis is on, but then again, he could talk. Oh, well, you're ready to go? Yeah, I'm ready to go too, man. We're just waiting on Shadow. We're just waiting on the homie Burning Shadow. And like I said, I know we're a little bit behind, but that's okay. And that's what happens. We get a little bit behind schedule. You know, it happens to the best of us. Okay, so... let me just clear off these notifications real quick, so that way I don't have to look at notifications or try to dig through every so often. Okay. Is Gas in the chat? I saw it says he is in the chat, but I don't know if he's actually here or not. I don't know. Twitch says otherwise, but you never know. Ugh. Yeah, he was here earlier. He was here earlier with us in Fortnite. So, anywho, yeah, my hair's getting super long. I need to get it cut. Twitch saw we ran out of Bill Monica jokes, so they shut us down. I wouldn't doubt that. I would not doubt that at all. Okay. God, Shadow, where are you at, man? Oh, Gas, don't leave me on the read. Anywho, so before we get started here, I want to hear some funny stories from you guys. What happened today with you guys? Did anything funny happen? Did anything exciting happen? I want to know. Like, I literally want to know what happened. I want to be entertained, so that way, once Shadow comes back, we can get ready to go. You died on Fortnite? Well, that's nothing new. Of course you died on Fortnite. I died on Fortnite, too. We all die on Fortnite. we all die in games. That's pretty much how it is. You guys don't know who I'm pointing at? Shout out. I'm a pug! Yeah, my, nothing ever interesting happens. Every once in a while, you might have something interesting that might happen. All right. So, anywho, yep. There we go. Hi, Mama Pug. All right. Yeah, but and Mama Pug says hi back. Sweet. Alrighty. So, what's up, DJ Freight?
All right, I'm here.
And Shadow's back finally. I had to entertain the audience for like a few minutes.
I know. I took long. It's just that when you spill something on tile floor, it spreads quickly.
I see. Yeah, that does make sense. I've dealt with that before. Oh shit, Mattman is here. Thank God everybody's on time.
Let's hope that Mattman won't stay silent, because the last time when I said something, he stood silent by saying that the Kings are trash!
Just like that. You're just trying to get your shots
Watch him leave the party now.
I coughed when that. No, I only leave the party when anime chick comes on, and I'm like, ugh, God, I'm done.
Are you not a fan of anime?
No. Not in the least bit.
Not in the least bit. There it is, boys. There it is, right there. But anyways,
the closest you can get to like anime is literally going to be Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's as close as I come to anime. Sorry.
What about cartoons?
That's more of a cartoon. That's not an anime. What the hell?
Yeah, it's more of a cartoon.
But anyway.
Exactly. Well, anime is basically a cartoon anyways, honestly.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to start the show. Pal the Pug Podcast, episode number 4. You guys already know what's about to happen here. We have Shadow with us. We have Mattman also. And Mattman's got some juicy goods later up on the show, so don't forget to tune in for that as well. Because I know what he's... Well. Yeah, Mattman knows what I'm talking about. But anywho, I want to talk about a little bit of something, especially with Shadow, because we were discussing about this, in the DMs earlier this week. And the best part about Pokemon Sword and Shield is the leaks.
The most best part. I love that phrase.
The most best part.
The most best part.
Hey, copyrighted by me, so don't take it. But anywho, so Pokemon Sword and Shield decided to come out with some leaks earlier this week, especially with and we were discussing this last week on last week's show, episode number 3. If you guys haven't seen that, it's on demand. Breaking the fourth wall a little bit. Definitely go check that out. There has been some leaks, like this was actually confirmed. Like people have called it, they might have called it on Reddit, but you never know. There could be something else at the same time. Armored Mewtwo, and also we have, I guess, Armored Evolutions. So it might be
trademarked.
It was trademarked. Yeah, it was. You're absolutely right on that. It was trademarked. And what do you think about all this, man? I mean, it sounds like, honestly, when you heard Armored Evolutions, I was seeing everybody on the Twitter comments like, oh, they're ripping off Digimon and all that and blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, not really, to be honest with you, but I've seen a couple videos now here and there, and honestly, and we'll get to the potential new Pokemon here in a little bit, but what do you think if the Armored Mewtwo is actually a thing? Well, how would you feel about that, Shadow? Would you like that?
What was the question again?
I said. You were kind of zoned out here, but how would you feel?
It's a GG and a rip.
Yeah, it's a GG and a rip for Shadow.
Please.
But how would you feel if the Armored Mewtwo was actually confirmed? They said they trademarked it, so it might be a possibility.
Yeah.
And you had like a bunch of other theories and predictions. So I want you to explain them to me. Explain it to the audience on the show.
Well, now that we know that it's pretty, I want to say almost confirmed that Armor Evolutions might be in the game. So, I think my theory of us going to Kalos in that train, in that railroad, may end up being confirmed. I don't know.
May. Keyword may.
If this is confirmed, I will be very surprised that I got that right.
I think everybody will be surprised, honestly.
It's like, how? Game Freak, hire me.
Game Freak, hire this man. He needs a job. He needs to be a developer right now. But I feel like, yeah, it wasn't just Armored Mewtwo, though, but they had leaks for, like, Armored Charizard, Armored Flygon, and there was, like, a bunch of other ones, too, that I read by...
Zero Aura.
Yeah, Zero Aura was the other one. That's the Sun and Moon one. But, honestly, I feel like this would be pretty insane. It'd be a big difference if it actually came down to that, especially when it comes to, like, competitive Wi-Fi battles. Because I actually used to do a couple of those, you know, a long time ago, but that's another story to top up for another day. Especially
back in 2015.
But yeah, just imagine though. Imagine if that was a thing, you know, just like for the OU scene, the UU scene, the RU. If you guys don't know what they are, they're overused, underused, rarely used, never used, and then there's another one. I forgot.
If you guys are familiar with Pokemon Showdown, I play that on a daily basis.
Definitely play that. I mean, I actually have the app downloaded, but I don't really do much with it. I just like...
Wait, there's an app for it?
Oh, I don't know about the app. I just download. I didn't mean to say app. There might be an app. I don't know. I mean,
there wasn't, but...
I don't know. Maybe it's just me talking out of my ass, but I mean, they've been kind of cool if there was. But yeah, I downloaded the application's what I meant to say for my PC. That's what I kind of meant to say there. But, anywho, so... The rock bug type Pokemon that looked really weird, but that might be confirmed with the 6 legs.
Yeah.
And I said rock type because it looks like a rock type, honestly.
Well, the way that it looked at its mouth, I thought it would resemble a dragon.
Honestly, because everybody was saying, you know, bug steel, bug rock, bug ground, bug dragon out of all things. Dude, I don't think we've ever had a bug. I mean, I don't think we've ever had a bug dragon before, have we?
No, we don't. It was supposed to be Mega Flygon, but Game Freak decided that they didn't come up with a good design for it, so
yeah,
could have been Flygon.
Yeah, I mean, not an armored Flygon, but a Mega Flygon would actually be kind of cool, honestly, if you really think about it.
When I look at Flygon, it does look like a dragon. I mean, a bug. I mean.
Yeah, because it looks like one of those little what do you call those things? It looks like a giant dragonfly. I think that's what it looks like, is a dragonfly.
That's what Flygon looks like. But then again, you can argue Yanmega is the same thing.
Yeah, so maybe like Bug Dragon or something, like if you had a Mega Evolution, because it definitely does look like a bug.
Yeah, either way, I'm excited, and I can't wait for Korokoro to leak to see if any of this is confirmed.
Yeah, Korokoro is probably like the only thing I'll look at. Because I was looking at like a Twitter post the other day. Well, actually, you tagged me in it. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember what it was exactly. I think it was the leaked evolutions for each starter. And I remember, like, I don't think it's gonna be real, at least for the moment, because they did that with Gen 7, you know, a couple years back, and they weren't real either. So that goes to tell you that, you know, the not Mega Evolutions, but the actual stages of each Pokemon, you know, their starters, you know, that's how you know they're not real yet. Because
I did say, what if those were, and it was confirmed, like a what if?
If it was confirmed, then Game Freak would have announced it a long time ago, and then like they would have done like a.
Probably not.
I mean, honestly, I feel like if Pokemon Direct like did another thing, or Game Freak announced it through Korokoro or something, then maybe I would have believed it. But as of right now, I don't really believe anything at the moment. Who wants new first? Shut up, Gas. Anyways, so yeah, I really wouldn't believe anything from any sorts of sites unless it was actually, well, the Reddit post was the only thing I actually believed. But at the same time, you know, I gotta look at Korokoro, Nintendo, you know, Game Freak, you know, whatever website, you know, for Pokemon related. I look that up and see if it's actually confirmed, and then I'll believe it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
well, hopefully we do get something.
They said, I think, by the end of March? Like, not the end of March, maybe March, early April, somewhere around there. Possibly if, to get, like, at least something new. About the new, especially, like, you know, new teams, do everything, new evolutions.
Maybe revealing one Pokemon. I can see them doing that.
Yeah, somewhere around there, and the legendaries also will probably have something to do with sword or shield, or maybe like a Trojan horse or something we were talking about a couple of shows back. I feel like there'll be some missing pieces that'll be added, especially post game related, all that good stuff. And I feel like this game, I definitely has more hype to me than the actual release of Sun and Moon. But that's kind of saying something. We're talking about a new generation, new Pokemon, new everything. And honestly, I'm super stoked for it. I'm really super stoked for it. I mean, I hope the game, like, once I get like a Switch and get everything taken care of, real life purposes, my situations, I will definitely try to work something out with it. You know what I mean? I will definitely, be excited for the game coming out right now. Well, not right now, but like, it'll probably be like mid-November, somewhere around there. It's probably when it gets released. Probably early to mid-November, because that's usually when Pokemon games are released. But honestly, at the end of the day, I'm just super excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
And there it is, boys. There it is, right there. But anyways, speaking
Hashtag
of
there it is.
more Nintendo stuff, if you guys didn't know, today's Mario Day. So happy Mario Day to everybody out there. But anywho, so I want to talk about a little bit of something with you guys. What were your guys' favorite Mario games? Because it is Mario Day, we gotta talk about at least some Mario stuff on the show before we move on to any more topics. So, Matt, man, if you're still here, I have a question for you. You don't sound very excited. This man don't sound very excited. You're just like
you just call me mid yawn. Sorry, it's not anything intentional.
Favorite Mario game, if you ever played any Mario games?
Mario Kart 64. Love playing that with my wife on the classic one.
Ooh, Mario Kart 64.
Super competitive, yeah.
That's the word I was looking for. Super competitive, because that was one of the more iconic games of all time. I mean, I've never owned it, but I played, Mario Kart 64 on like my friends' Nintendo 64s when I was a kid. Oh my god, it got super competitive. I swear to God.
Yeah, and that game can end friendships alongside with Mario Party.
Oh my god, Mario Party. The second one was probably like my favorite one. I mean, I love the first one. That's where I got that's where I got started. But the only problem I had with Mario Party, like the first one, is where there's mini games where you have to use the joystick to rotate really fast. Do you know how many blisters I had on my thumb? Just like going really fast, like rotating it, just like this. Oh my god, I literally had to get like a Kleenex or like a cloth just to help me, rotate the control stick. I mean, it was literally that bad. I don't know about you guys, but my thumbs, I have very super sensitive skin. And yeah, it was.
We all do, Kyle.
You pansy. I'm just kidding. I got that too.
But yeah, but that's why I said Mario Party 2 was my favorite one of all time. Super Mario Odyssey. I've never played Super Mario Odyssey, but I do want to get a Switch. Like I said, I was mentioning earlier, I do want to get a Switch so I can at least play that, along with like Breath of the Wild.
Super Mario Odyssey? That game is fun.
Yeah, Nick, it's Nick told me about, Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. He's like, those are games you should definitely get also, but Zelda topics we're going to talk about for another day.
Also
Smash Brothers Ultimate, I'll definitely consider in that.
Super
of course.
Smash Brothers was always a good one. Oh my gosh, that was so fun to play.
Especially the 64 and the Melee version.
The dogs apparently agree with me.
The dogs are apparently agreeing with you because...
No, there's thunder coming in. It's roaring through. It's coming into the neighborhood, and they're freaking out every time they hear thunder. So.
Oh wait, there's thunder going on. Oh, I see the clouds outside. Holy, you're actually right. I see those kind of like heavy clouds outside. So your guys are in the.
I think it'll be very brief, honestly. Because I'm looking at the weather forecast. There's nothing for thunderstorms here except for like rain for an hour, and that's it.
Yeah, it hasn't really rained over here, but I guess by the end of this week, it's supposed to be like upper 60s, low 70s, somewhere around there. So it's supposed to be get like really, really nice. But anyways, back to the subject on hand. Yeah, Smash Brothers 64 was probably one of my favorite fighting games. I like to own on the Nintendo 64, hands down. Fox McCloud was one of my mains. Captain Falcon, Link, and Pikachu. Like my top 4.
Falcon Punch!
There you go. Exactly. And he had the kicks and then the Falcon dive. Oh my good god. His speed was absolutely so overpowered too. Not only was he powerful, but he had super speed. If you like hold the button down, like the dash button, he ran super fast, like supersonic speed. Not as fast as Sonic, but you know. But here's my favorite of all time. You guys have already know what my favorite Mario game is of all time. And if you guys don't know, I will tell you anyways, because I'm a nice person. Super Mario 64. My favorite Mario game of all time.
Favorite game of all time, more like.
Yeah, it's number 2, like, on my all-time list. Of course, obviously, people, you already know what number 1 is, so I'm not really going to talk about it, but anyways.
I have a ton of memories of that game. A ton.
I've wanted to do a speed run of Super Mario 64 so badly. But
you better do it. I want to see it.
Oh, the backwards long jump. I remember used to do the backwards long jump so well, and like on the staircase, on staircases like through walls and all that. So long since I did them that I've literally forgot how to not forgot how to play the game, but just like how to actually do a backwards long jump.
Are you gonna do it?
Well, I can download an emulator for the Nintendo 64, and I have a Nintendo 64 controller like somewhere in my house, but I feel like I could.
I think I have an idea of you. Here, I'm gonna message you.
All right, you're gonna message me. You're gonna play Mario 2. Yeah. Oh damn, I see you with that Mario 2. Yeah, the original Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario World. Super Mario Brothers 3, I think. Was 3 in the world the same thing? I don't remember, honestly. That was like on
there you go.
The Super Nintendo. Okay, hold on. What did Shadow send me? Oh god, I gotta see this. Hang on. I have to see this, boys. What did he say? What did he say? If I can get it, like, everything set up to the point where I can get like an Elgato and like I don't know if I need an Elgato for it, but I have OBS. It's possible. I don't know, but it may be possible. We'll definitely see. I'm not closed against it. I'm pretty open to it, honestly. But
yeah, it was like you should do it when you hit that mark, or you maybe a little bit after, a little bit before.
Because I have that, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, or Majora's Mask, or Super Mario 64. It'll probably be down to like one of those 3 games. Thank God for Nintendo Switch Online perks. I don't know what the perks are, honestly, so you're gonna have to explain that to me, Cactus. I remember... Hold on. Apologize for I had to swallow my food for a second. I remember for the Wii, and I think the Wii U kind of did this too. You could play old school. I just spit on the camera for whatever reason. Make sure it's just. But anyways, I remember like for the Wii and the Wii, you could play old school not Super Bowl. You could play all old school Nintendo games, which was pretty damn cool. And I've always wanted to get like one of those just for that. Well, if you get it, they give you an app where you can play old school games. Oh, that sounds dope, dude. Actually, sounds pretty awesome. I'll definitely have to take a look at that.
Kind of like what PSN does, because they have the older games from PS1 and PS2 on the PSN store.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. I wish they could have played old school games for the Nintendo. Well, not Nintendo 64, but like make it backwards compatible, so that way I can put my PS2 discs on my PS4. Wait, what? Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I saw it. But anywho, another game I was gonna mention but nobody ever really talks about this game, or I don't know if anybody ever, you know, plays this game at all. Mario Golf 64.
Oh, I have that game. Mario Tennis.
Mario
That's
Tennis
another
64. And I know everybody's like, you know, Mario Powered Tennis Aces and all that, because that all the Mario Tennis games
Mario
are fun.
Baseball for the GameCube. Super Sluggers.
I've never played Mario Baseball or soccer. I've only played golf and tennis.
You never played Mario Strikers?
Well, here's the thing.
That hurts me.
I've kind of played the GameCube, but I never owned one, so I can't really say too much about it. And here's the other kicker for it. I've said this before many times, and I will kind of admit this. I've never played Wind Waker. I've seen gameplay footage of it, but I've never touched or played Wind Waker, and that's something I do want to stream. Like,
I want you to know my hand is touching my heart right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of hurt right now myself saying that too. I hurt myself. Luigi's Mansion. I did play Luigi's Mansion though. Very fun game, and I know it'll have it'll have a sequel. I know it has a sequel, and I think it'll have the. I think there's a third one in the installment somewhere. Like they're talking about having a third one, like coming out sometime, maybe in the next Nintendo Direct. I don't know exactly when, but I'm looking forward to that. Honestly, I am definitely looking forward to that. I don't know about you guys, but that's just me. That's just definitely me. But anyway, let me see. Any other Nintendo games or Mario games? What were you guys' favorites? Like, I want to know.
Mine?
Dark Moon. Dark Moon. Yeah, I think it was Dark Moon the third one, or I know there's another one coming out. I don't remember. But anyways, what were your guys' favorite Mario games apart from Mario Kart 64? Like, name some games you played in the past that were Mario related.
Do you want to go, Matt, or do you want me to go?
I mean, I can go on forever because I know the very original one I played, Super Mario.
Same.
Oh,
Super
yeah.
Mario 1, 2, 3. I mean, where do I stop?
All
Practically
of
everyone,
those.
except for Mario Paint. I didn't really get into that.
How about Hotel Mario? Anybody remember Hotel Mario?
I don't actually remember that.
It was
That's a little
for the
vague.
it was for the Philips CDI, which came out like way too late because the Super Nintendo and the regular Nintendo were in its prime. And I feel like
the Super Nintendo Mario games are fun.
Yeah, Hotel
Love
Mario
those
was
games.
like a bootlegged version of that.
I call it the budget version.
That's basically what it was, man. Yeah, look up Hotel Mario. It's pretty corny.
Let's go.
Yeah, but Matt, man, you were talking about the old school Mario games.
Yeah, I'll let Man go.
Yeah.
I'll go after.
I mean, what's there to say about it? I mean, that's nostalgia 101 right there. Really, I think the funniest thing is that was probably the first hack you ever seen in a Nintendo game was where you can actually jump to the top of the level in level 1, and you could run on the brick on the top of it and just run across. If you wanted to beat the level in like record timing, do a speed run of it. There was some way you can jump to the very top and then run across the brick rooftop of the level, and just run, jump, run, and then you can jump right to the top of the castle. So that was something I did for fun. You couldn't get any points for it, but honestly, on Nintendo, who cared about points? It was just beating the level.
Yeah.
That's all it was, beating the level.
Nobody cared about that.
Well, back
And of course, the
today,
classic themes.
Mm.
You know, I mean, who doesn't remember? Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun.
tickle, tickle, tickle. And then the pipe.
And the feeling that Bill gets whenever Hillary walks in the room. Ow, ow, ow.
All right, Shadow, you're up now.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
So all the classic games I've played, the Super Nintendo Mario games I've played, Mario 64 always will be my favorite. I love Paper Mario, the first one. I don't know if you guys ever played that one.
I played a
for the
little bit of
64.
it. A little bit,
liked
not
it.
too much.
love
It's
Paper
cool
Mario.
though. It was very unique and it was cool.
Yeah, I really like the boss soundtrack in that game.
Mhm.
There's some bosses soundtrack that I really liked in that game. I still listen to them to this day, and just think back of when I used to fight this boss.
Mhm.
And then, of course, you got your typical Mario Party games: Mario Party 1, 2, and 3, all three for the 64.
I played all three
own
of
all
them.
three of them. I played all three of them. I didn't like 3 though.
I mean, it was different. That's why, because they
Yeah,
had
it
new
was different.
characters. Like Waluigi
Yeah.
was introduced, and then Daisy was also introduced as well.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of 3. And then, of course, when you go to the GameCube, you have 4, 5, 6, and 7 all on the GameCube.
Mhm.
I think I have that right. I could be wrong. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Here, let me look it up real quick. Hold on,
I
let
forgot
me
how
see.
many Mario Party games were in the GameCube.
Mario parties.
Oh man, the GameCube. That's nostalgia. That little box we
Yeah.
put this dinky looking CD into. Oh my gosh.
And then the discs are so tiny.
Back in the day,
Yeah,
when
you are
Blockbuster
right,
Video was
it's,
so live, I rented
4
it.
through 7 were on GameCube. You are right.
Yeah.
You are right,
There are a
Shadow.
lot of good games that I've played.
You know,
I
the
was
best
right.
thing I ever got to rent from Blockbuster was Super Nintendo. That was like the best thing for me.
Back when Blockbuster still existed.
So
Yeah.
you had all those games, which I've never played. I've never played 5 through 7. I've played 4 a little bit. And then, of course, you have Mario Kart Double Dash, which that game is fun.
Double Dash.
I
Double
love
Dash.
using the combination of Mario and Red Koopa, because if you picked a certain character, you would always get their certain item. And I love getting those red shells and screwing people over, because it is hilarious.
I can tell. Because
And once people started catching on to that, people kept taking Red Koopa from me. I was like, okay.
that's pretty sad. They're stealing your ideas, man.
They were stealing my idea. It pissed me off.
They need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Bill, you're the expert on it.
What other games were on the GameCube for Mario related that I played? Oh, there was Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. I didn't really like it
Oh
that
man,
much.
Paper Mario.
Alright. Let me see. Mario games, GameCube. I can look these up right now and then tell you.
Yeah, read them off to me.
Alright, so... Okay, so you forgot about Super Mario Sunshine. That was the other one.
Oh,
God.
yeah. That was an amazing game. I love that game.
Very underway. Super Mario Strikers was the other one. Talked about Luigi's
Yeah,
Mansion
I played that
earlier.
one.
Yeah,
Luigi's
Mario
Mansion's
Party
good.
4 through 7. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. That was the other one. And then Mario Power
I've never
Tennis.
played that. Never played that.
You never played... Okay, but then again, I never did either, but I know Dan the Man Plays did. He played
I've
that
played
a long
Mario
time
Tennis
ago.
on the 64, but I've never played it on GameCube.
Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. That's another
Don't
one.
know what that is.
Is that a DDR version of Mario?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, I
Reach the
don't
next
know what
level of
that is.
DDR. That's
Blockbuster, you got by Netflix. Yeah, they pretty much did. They pretty much did. Zombie. Yeah, pretty much
Don't
same
forget,
thing.
don't
Hollywood
forget Yoshi,
Video.
man.
Oh, or as Dashi Games would say, the homie Yosh, because he is the homie.
Yosh.
Meow,
Oh, you know how we were talking about games? Does Wario World count? Or any of the Wario games?
No, it's just Mario.
Just Mario? I was thinking
Hashtag
about
Biter.
that. I was also thinking about the DS games, Super Mario Bros., Super Mario Bowser's Inside Story.
All right, but anywho,
Yoshi Story on the
Yoshi
64.
Story. Yeah, that was like. So I played a
That
little
was a
bit of
fun
that.
game. That was a fun game. I liked it.
But you know what's one of the most underrated games, my
Why?
favorite games of all time, but it's not
Why?
Mario related, but it's Donkey Kong 64. Hands down, underrated game, but
What's
it's
what?
probably one of the goats of all time.
Not really.
Oh,
Okay.
have you played Diddy Kong Racing
Mm.
for the 64?
Bits and pieces of it.
What about Donkey Kong? Because that
Donkey Kong,
ultimately,
the
honestly-
original Donkey Kong. Yeah, where
Mario
we gotta-
introduced Donkey Kong to the world because if you remember, I
Mhm.
remember this game because when my brother was like at the hospital playing this game,
They were
it
rivals
was
before Bowser
I think
came
it was
around.
like Barrels and Monkeys and Barrels or whatever it was. I can't remember what it was called, but Mario saving Princess Peach. And he was to jump over barrels that Donkey Kong was throwing.
It
to
wasn't
you.
Princess Peach though. It was Pauline actually.
Pauline. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
Pauline. Yeah, Pauline. King K. Rool's your favorite
with
boss.
Pauline being a. Is that Princess Peach's code name? Pauline.
No, they were different people actually. They were like different
Yeah.
characters.
Code name Pauline. Damn, Mario was sleeping around on Princess Peach then.
Yep.
There it is, boys.
There it is, chat.
Damn.
But yeah, because I think Pauline. I might be mistaken, but Pauline might have came first before Princess Peach. I'm not. I don't know. I think I have to look this up. Donkey
You
Kong
sure
is
do.
Cranky Kong. Yeah, the original Donkey Kong, or was Cranky Kong was the original Donkey Kong. You guys haven't played Donkey Kong
Cranky
64.
Kong. There it is.
Yeah, that's his actual name, Donkey Kong 64, where you get all the potions from. And then there's a new Donkey Kong, like the new Donkey Kong. That wasn't the same Donkey Kong from the original, but it's like a next generation Donkey Kong, pretty much. But oh, and let me look this up. Pauline Mario debut. I want to look this up here because I have a feeling that Pauline might have came first. Yeah, first appearance 1981, and then
Wow.
Peach.
Yeah. Way
Mario
back in the day.
debut.
That's like, what, 30... Hold on, I got this. 38 years?
Mm-hmm.
That's how long
Yeah.
Mario's been around?
Yeah, it's since 1981.
Possibly, yeah. Dang.
Dang.
That's like as long as The Simpsons have been on TV.
Right?
And South Park.
So-
South Park. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Cranky Kong Jr. was not Donkey, yeah, but that was like the grandson, I think, Cactus. But I feel Pauline, honestly, I think she came first before Peach did. If you want to argue that against me, you feel free to comment in the comments section. This video will be going up on YouTube.
And prepare to receive a block. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, prepare to receive a block.
Banned.
Banned.
So
But
think before you comment.
Right?
friendly
And there it
discussion,
is,
guys.
chat.
Friendly discussion. But
Yeah, friendly discussion. No insults. Because you know how people like to throw insults for no reason? Come on.
of course.
Like, there's no need for that.
Yeah, I mean, there's no need for insults in the world. We just need to have a positive reaction.
Good
That's all we need.
conversation.
Good conversation, being positive. That's all I want, guys. That is all I want. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about something real quick. Let's go to some sports topics here because I want to talk about something. And we're gonna get to Matt Man's thing here in a little bit.
You know what I just realized?
What?
Yeah, breaking news in baseball, though.
Oh shit, you want to announce the breaking news? Definitely go for it.
It looks like Adam Jones has found himself a team. Looks like Arizona's going to pick him up.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Arizona. Adam Jones,
So we're
wasn't he
gonna be
the
seeing
football
him.
player? Wasn't that the football player, or was Adam
No,
Pac-Man?
that's Pac-Man.
Oh. Yeah,
This is the better version of Adam Jones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what I was gonna say though?
Huh.
I completely forgot that Fastlane was going on right now, and I just saw.
Oh
a
yeah, I'm watching it
picture-
already.
I just saw a picture of Shane
And actually, speaking of
Beating
which,
beating the crap out of the Miz right now.
but anyways,
Yeah.
Matt, you actually had some wrestling stuff with Ronda Rousey, so I'm gonna leave it to you to talk about it.
Moving on.
That was a quick transition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as I was, forgive my voice, it's been healing the last few days, so I sound like really bad, annoying to the ears. That's just normal. I sound like Bill more so than usual.
You're becoming like me. Good job. No, I don't like you. Get out of here.
Yeah, so I guess this last, obviously the big thing is that Roman Reigns is back with his first pay-per-view since he got leukemia. Apparently they caught it in the early stages, so that's why he came back so quick from his battle. But
Oh.
but Ronda, man, dude, they went a complete 180 with her character. She went from being trying to be the fan favorite, like little fangirl playing in WWE, to absolutely just turning the switch. Like she clicked the switch last Monday. She you guys know that, like we were mentioning in your last podcast, she was having some pretty animated conversation with Becky Lynch on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Leading to, of course, her putting a picture of her husband on in an arm bar picture.
Yeah,
bad.
we were talking about that.
But she told her on Twitter, "I'm going to." That's probably thunder again. She was gonna go to Raw, and she said she put on Twitter, and this is the start of what she did on her own website. She said, "I don't care if it's scripted or not. I'm gonna go in there, and I'm gonna and I quote, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna kick your ass," is what she said to Becky Lynch. And she even used her actual real name, which for people that don't really care to hear people's real names in wrestling, I will leave it at that. But but she called her out and saying, "I'm gonna kick your ass." And of course, Ronda comes out when the storyline has it to where they give Becky a chance to come back into the WrestleMania picture. She comes out and she just absolutely goes off on how she hates the fans. Like, oh, screw the WWE Universe. You guys always boo me. You booed me when I was getting my ass handed to me twice by these two gals. You booed me when I went in my own hometown of Los Angeles. So she basically said, F the universe. And then she had some pretty cool catchphrases she put in there, like off the cuff. She's like, I think she said it's screw the woo, damn the man, and no more Mr. Nice Bitch. And she just absolutely unloaded on Ronda Rousey. She actually was throwing heavy punches at her.
You mean
absolutely
Becky?
beating.
You mean on? Yeah, I was gonna say
Becky.
you.
Yeah,
I was
Becky.
gonna say she unloaded on herself.
She unloaded on herself.
She might as well
And
at
there
that
it is,
rate.
chat.
But no, she literally.
Chat.
It wasn't just that. It was the fact she has actually been doing this off the script too. Like she went on her own. She has a little YouTube page she does, which is her first mistake because she's on YouTube. She's gonna get no notifications for people. But besides the point, she was going off on it when some gal was interviewing her, saying, "So about that promo you cut," she's like, "It wasn't a promo. That was all real. It was They told me something I was gonna do, and I told them screw them. I'm gonna say what I want to say." So basically, she pulled back the curtain, which we all know wrestling is scripted.
Have a good one, man.
We all know wrestling's scripted. As I'm watching Charlotte put Becky in the figure four. We all know wrestling's scripted. It's predetermined, but she actually went one step further. And speaking of Ronda, how about that? Speaking of Ronda, she's in that match right now. Okay, but anyway, I'm trying to focus on this. Stop here. So she pulled back the curtain, and for the kids that think that wrestling is real, well, first of all, we all know it's not. But the concept
Amateur
is
wrestling
real.
is, but that's another topic.
Yeah, I mean, the physicality is real. The stories are scripted. Here is the big problem. The big problem is that she actually went off on people saying how, oh, it's not real. It's all kayfabe. Oh, don't be kayfabe, Ronda. So basically, she was burning the curtain down that people don't understand about wrestling and completely opening the floodgates. And I don't know how Vince McMahon is letting this happen, but he is. He didn't have her delete her tweet or nothing. He just...
Say how you feel.
Yeah, and she is literally went and taken this heel mentality to heart. I like it though. I mean, it's like, is it a as I say in wrestling, is it a shoot or is it a work?
It might be both.
She's like, okay, yeah, it seems like it because she's like, you know what? I'm better as a heel anyways. Everybody hates me anyways, so why not just live it up?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like with Charlotte. Charlotte is a natural heel, just like her dad was.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
the big problem is how she just went off and completely burned that curtain down for people to see, be exposed. That for those who didn't know wrestling was scripted, now they know. And I don't know, it's 50-50 for me. I love it. But I got a lot of people were tweeting at her, saying like, "Oh, you're a B word. I can't believe you actually did that. You're disrespecting wrestling. You're an a-hole."
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I like it. I like this edge because it reminds me of the Attitude Era.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly.
Oh, we just bring that whole thing back. Make it TB14.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, Ronda Rousey is becoming like the Triple H that nobody liked,
Mm-hmm.
and then on top of that, I guess you could say Becky is like the Stone Cold Steve Austin of that time. I wouldn't
Yeah,
call
she
Charlotte
is.
The Rock, but it's coming close to that being that. And as we speak, breaking news. Those of you who don't want to have spoilers for the pay-per-view event tonight,
Oh boy, better turn away.
just plug your ears
Turn
right
away.
now.
Turn
I'll
the
do it
stream
really
off.
quickly. No, mute the stream for about 10 seconds. I'll make it quick.
Alrighty.
Starting
Mute it.
now. Okay, so Ronda came in. She sucker punched Becky Lynch, which basically caused a disqualification for Charlotte, meaning she lost, and it's a triple threat now at WrestleMania for the Women's Championship. So
Mhm.
Becky won because I guess Ronda wanted her in there to punch her in the face.
I kind of suspected that.
Yeah.
I doubted that there was going to be a clean finish. I
No.
doubted it.
Mhm.
But also your boy Dave Bautista is back apparently for the time being, and I guess this Monday on Raw, Triple H and Bautista are gonna have a face-to-face. That's gonna be an explosion. And
Yes.
Triple H actually, I like his promo too. He went really realistic on his. He didn't say, oh, Ric Flair. He didn't say Ric Flair. He said Ric Flair's real name too when he cut a promo, and he was like, it was almost
My
like
real
he
name?
was speaking out
Yeah.
of character. For those who
Which
don't
is my
know,
name.
Triple H's real name is Paul, and he actually was going off on Batista, and it sounded like, wow, is he scripting this, or is he just speaking from the heart? See what I mean? Like all their promos are becoming more real.
Well,
Real
it's
to the point where people are
WrestleMania
like-
season, so yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah.
like more realistic. They want to build
But it
up
was
to
so
hype.
intense. Like he was saying, like, Dave, you didn't just go ahead and sneak attack a 70-year-old man. You attacked my mentor, my best friend, Richard Fleer, and he says his real name. And I'm like, ooh, this is getting pretty deep right now.
Mhm.
But I like the direction the wrestling is going, honestly, because it literally is putting some spice back into wrestling before the biggest one of them all. But
Yeah, so they're making
yeah.
Triple H the baby face, which is I think he's
Mhm.
always been one. Like since for like a couple of months now.
and they teased
Wait, when
it
is-
too.
when is
They
WrestleMania?
teased it. WrestleMania's in 4 weeks.
Yeah, WrestleMania. Yeah, it's in 4 weeks.
April
I'll definitely have
7th?
to take
But
a
the
look
biggest
at it.
the biggest thing is that I think with Ronda Rousey, and like, how do you feel about that? I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, do you feel like that's going too far, or are you thinking, oh, this is really good? I like this a lot. I like
Personally,
where they're going.
Personally, I am with you on this, and I feel like I like where they're going with the storyline. Honestly, who knows? Like you said, who knew if it was going to be like a storyline, or maybe if it's actually speaking from the heart. And I've noticed a lot of the wrestlers who cut their promos actually been speaking from the heart lately. So that's kind of another reason why I actually do like it because of that. I mean, it's changing it up, for wrestling. And they need something new, they need change, and I feel like that's the change they're looking for. Just have people speak from the heart. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, the more real, the better. And actually, this comes from a WWE Hall of Famer, Bully Ray. He literally said on his satellite radio show, he said, "I personally, as a wrestling Hall of Famer and an actual fan of the product, I like my wrestling real. I like it real as can be, not just the contact, but actually like the animosity people have toward each other." If you
He did have
recall,
some real moments though during
the
his career.
the classic one from that Vince McMahon played and used it to make them an amazing feud was Matt Hardy and Edge back in the day.
Yeah,
Like
one
it
of
was
the best
actually
rivalries
real.
ever.
Edge literally did have an affair with Lita in real
Yeah.
life. He really did.
That
So
was
Vince
real.
took that and he's like, you know what? Let's make this into a story. Let's make it fun. And then it was actually raw emotions.
yeah,
It
it
was
was
good
actually a really good hit too.
Oh yeah, Matt Hardy was literally throwing blows. He wasn't pulling back. He was throwing actual haymakers at Edge and Edge to him too. It made for a really good rivalry, like you said.
Didn't Edge
Real-
win the rivalry?
I think he did.
Yeah.
Because they had really big. I think the script was they had bigger plans for him, and obviously he's a Hall of Famer now. So
Yeah.
But,
Well, they're both Hall of Famers if you think about it.
They're
am-
future Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
Well, I know Edge
Dude.
is a Hall of Famer, but I think I know the Hardys will be obviously Hall of Famers for sure, both of them. But
For everything
you know,
they've done.
mhm.
when the Dudleys got inducted last year, one of the biggest things they said they wanted to do is they wanted Edge and Christian to induct them, but they wanted to share the stage with the Hardys and Edge and Christian because you don't have
Yeah.
one without the other. And those three
Yeah.
had the most epic tag team
Epic.
rivalry I've ever seen.
It was a three-way, which was a fucking crazy.
3 TLCs and TLC 1 and 2 were just off the charts. Amazing.
Yeah.
So-
You can't do it
Who
any
won all
better.
the? Wait, who won all those matches? I don't think
Edge
the
and
Hardys
Christian
won
won.
any.
Edge and Christian won, I think, the first two, and I think the third one was won by the Dudleys, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Hardys
'cause-
never had a chance.
No.
They were there for mainly entertainment, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, and speaking of triple teams, the Shield are about to reunite for the very last time, and facing off against 3 knuckleheads at Fastlane. Basically a waste match, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty good to
Shield
see
are gonna
Roman back
win
in
that.
action. Yeah. It's gonna be good.
Wait,
you
what
know?
does it mean by teaming one last time? Somebody leaving again?
So
well, it's because of
Again,
Roman
this is one of-
Reigns' leukemia issues, wasn't it? Wasn't that the
No.
whole deal?
no, it's because of they originally were split up. They did a little 1v1 with Ambrose and Rollins, but
Yeah.
then I think they kind of like
Notification?
pumped the brakes on that, and they reunited the Shield last Monday on Raw when Roman came back. So, and Dean Ambrose is the guy who's already on record like 3 months ago saying he's not going to re-up with WWE. I don't know if that's a shoot or a work. Regardless, though, I know
But
the
I heard
fans
he
are really
wasn't
happy to see
leaving
it.
though.
That's where it's like, is this like a work? Are they playing around? Because they always mention it. And usually when someone leaves WWE, like Kurt Angle did back in the day, when he was in his prime, they never mentioned he left. They just said, oh, they've come to the terms with his release because he was, taking too much medication and such to.
That's
for
where he
the
went
pain
to
in his neck.
TNA, I think.
Oh, he had the greatest of his career in TNA.
Mhm.
My
Yeah, he did.
gosh, he had some amazing matches with Samoa Joe. Oh,
Jeff Hardy.
yes, Joe Hardy, Sting, AJ
EC3.
Styles, you name it.
Mhm.
Yeah, EC3 as well. He had some epic matches with them. Amazing matches.
How long did he spend? Like 11, 10 years?
I believe so.
Spent-
Somewhere around there,
yeah.
I think.
I think,
He was
yeah,
there for a while.
Kurt had a good career in the WWE, but he had an amazing career in TNA. Of all places, I would like, wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But,
Huge
I was
wow.
sad that he was there, but at the same time, I started liking
But-
TNA a little bit.
But the whole reason why they're doing this now is they're rushing the Shield back together because obviously the timing is perfect because Roman came back because his leukemia's remission. So I guess Vince figured, well, Dean's going to leave anyway, so let's get the Shield back together one more time for a big ratings boost and call it a day.
Yeah, just have
So-
like an extra
Mhm.
filler in there.
I guess. Because we all know the Shield are going to win this one.
Yeah. It's Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, who also had a good TNA career, and Baron Corbin, or I like to call him Boring Corbin.
Yeah. He needs to go back to his regular ring gear. I don't know why he has that constable stuff on.
Because he's an idiot. Everyone
Goddamn
thinks he's
idiot.
boring, so it's like, why bother? But,
I mean, the suit
I
and
think-
the pants is kind of cool, but yeah, it just seems really
dude,
boring.
I think of all the three of those guys, not the Shield, but the three of the other guys they're facing, I truly believe that Drew McIntyre is gonna have the big push.
He will.
Mhm.
He's got
He's got the
champ-
talent.
Oh, he's got that written all over him, over him.
Mhm.
But
But what title
and
would he
he-
go
and he-
for? The
and he's
main
Scottish,
one or
too.
a side one?
He is
Oh,
he is
gosh,
a
yes.
Scot.
if you're betting, if you're trying to sell me on it, okay, of these two big men, who legit could beat Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship?
That's
It's
Drew
a hard
McIntyre
it's,
easily.
it's a hard coin toss, but I say Drew. Drew McIntyre is big, strong, and ruthless, whereas Bobby Lashley's been coming across as just this guy who's like, I don't know what I'm
Excuse
doing
me.
here.
Mhm.
Which
I
is
mean,
sad
Bobby
because-
Lashley had a good career in TNA as well.
Yeah, it's sad
Mhm.
because Bobby Lashley, he's got the same background as Brock. He's just as big, if not stronger than Brock. I mean,
Yeah.
you could sell him.
Mhm.
If he went against him for the title, I would be sold if he beat him. It makes sense.
Make him face. Why not? I don't know why he's a heel, but
keep the wrestling real, man. But then again, though, I was hoping that they would pull the wool over our eyes when Finn Balor faced off against him. I'm thinking, man, they need to make Finn beat Brock for the Universal Championship. That would be sick, dude, because that's like David versus Goliath.
Well, that was the whole rumor with Seth at WrestleMania, I think, too, wasn't it? And then have him win, and then maybe have somebody like Drew or somebody compete with him for the title. That'd be kind of cool, though, in a way. Maybe they'll set him up for Drew for his push. I think that's what I feel like they're gonna go with it.
Oh yeah, because we all know Brock's gonna go back to the UFC. We don't know when, but he's going to. So it makes me wonder too if maybe this is why they decided to pull the wool over our eyes with the whole real thing with Ronda. Maybe because the rumors of her going back, leaving the WWE to pursue having a baby. Maybe that's what's causing her to go. You know what? On my way out, I might as well just flip the middle finger to y'all on my way out. So here you go.
Just one big FU.
Yeah, I heard she was gonna be leaving.
Yeah, that's a strong rumor. So it's like, my question is that with all these talents leaving, and now don't get me wrong, this company is not going to overtake the WWE in the near future at all. But AEW, All Elite Wrestling, they basically have a lot of guys that were former WWE superstars, and two notable ones.
That's what I heard also.
Chris Jericho and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, man, he made a career for himself when he left. He really did. But
yeah, he's like this ultimate heel. Holy crap. I saw his Savage Moments video, and boy, was he going off on everybody.
Yeah, and then this company, I think I'll give it 5 years. The 5-year wait. The AEW is...
They just announced their roster, though, I believe, not too long ago.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Kenny Omega came from New Japan over there, and everyone thought that Omega was going to sign with WWE, but I guess he figured, I can't be myself in WWE, so I'm going to go to AEW where I know I can be myself.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
As long as you be yourself.
There it is, chat.
There it is, boy. I think I need to put a command in my Twitch chat and my YouTube chat. It's like, boom, there it is.
Yeah,
you should.
For those who don't understand that inside joke, that's me when I was playing with I think we're playing Dead of the Night with Penguinator, myself, and Kyle. None of us were streaming, and out of the blue, just kind of force of habit, I said, "And there it is, chat. There it is." And both the guys just started bawling, laughing.
And it just caught on.
It literally Kyle's just caught on. Matt, you're not streaming, are you? I'm like, no. He's like, well, why did you say that then?
You're fucking kidding me!
Are you fucking kidding me?
Where is Mama Burning? Where is Mommy Shadow? Where is she at?
Where's Mommy Shadow?
Mama Shadow is quiet right now.
Oh.
She's like, I don't want to be part of another meme, son. Sorry.
Yeah, it's bad enough that you guys caught her on that.
No more memes.
Yeah.
That's classic. I love it.
All right,
she will forever be a legend.
She will forever be a legend within our hearts. But anyways, staying in sports here real quick. I know most of me well actually. Oh no! Matt said the breaking news for baseball. Never mind. But I want to talk about. Nobody's gonna like what I cannot speak. But nobody's gonna like what I'm about to say here. Well, some of you might. I don't know. But how about LeBron James passing Michael Jordan in scoring points? So where does that rank LeBron James, Shadow? I'm gonna start with you.
Number 4.
Number 4
on the list. Yeah. Because now Michael Jordan is on number 5.
Yeah.
I actually have a picture.
But how does that rank up to him to being like one of the best of all time? Do you think he surpassed him? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
No.
No. Okay, Matt said no. Okay, I want to hear Matt's point of view. Why no?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Matt.
Why did I just point at my camera?
If you look at Michael's his all-around card, not only before LeBron came, not only did he lead was he like the man during all the years that he was playing basketball with the Bulls. He was the man. He was the greatest man on the court. I'm not going to say he is the greatest basketball player of all time, but of my era, he was the greatest basketball player I've ever seen. I mean, the guy, 6 championships. Now, people are going to argue saying, well, it doesn't mean how many championships you have. It just matters how good you were. Dude, Jordan could take over a game in a minute, in a hot second. In a hot second, he could do it. It didn't matter if he had a broken ankle or if he hit. And the fact that he got 45 points in a game single-handedly with the flu. I don't know if anyone tried to play basketball or any sport with the flu. That is super difficult to do because your
I
body is
sent you
so
a picture,
drained.
Kyle, about the moving past thing.
Oh, did you? Okay, I'll have
But-
to check it out here when I can.
I think the key to a great player is not only how they perform on the court, but how do they make their teammates better around them? Do they
Mhm.
make their team better? LeBron can say he does. He does, no question, bring notoriety. But this year, in the latter stages of his career, you see Jordan came back from retirement like, what, 2 times now?
Mhm.
But Michael, when he came back a second time, he wasn't still the greatest of all time, but he had spurts with the Wizards where he looked really like back in the day Jordan. I couldn't believe my eyes seeing that.
Yeah,
But
so
just-
Shadow sent me something here on Twitter. So it's basically a comparison between MJ and LeBron James, obviously, but of course LeBron's passed him with points. He has more games played, but MJ's got a few more MVPs though. But the key
He's got
difference,
one more than he does.
yeah, but the key difference is that 6-0 finals record compared to LeBron's 3-6. Now that's
that's bad.
that's a little bit on the bad side, but it means that LeBron's had more finals appearances, but at the same time he's
like 3 more.
But
okay.
Okay, so here's the big argument, though. People are going to say, and I've heard this on Skip Bayless say this before back in the day when he was on different shows. And
Skip Bayless.
He brings a good point, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, you can't just say that alone. People are always going to say, oh, well, Michael couldn't win without Scotty and Dennis. Like, actually, he could. He could win without them. I believe so. LeBron. Well, if you want to put that argument, then LeBron couldn't have won his titles without Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh.
It's like saying Kobe couldn't have won without Shaq or Pau Gasol or Bynum or Odom. Yeah, all those people.
Magic Johnson.
Well, Magic Johnson could have won without Kareem and all of them. Yeah, well, basketball is a team sport after all. You guys got to work together.
Exactly.
It's a team sport, guys. It's not always about me this, me that, blah blah blah. You got to work as a team to win games.
I'm gonna counter what I just said. I'm gonna counter what I said earlier. I'm gonna say Michael Jordan, the GOAT. That's my opinion.
All right. Okay.
Greatest of all time.
Okay.
Fight me on it.
Okay.
You think he's still better than LeBron James?
Yes.
Okay. Well, here's my other question. Here's my other question I was gonna mention. Take 2 players, right? And swap one in the 90s and then the other, obviously, obviously to 2004 to today. Who would do better? Do you think LeBron would have done better in the 90s, or do you think Jordan would have done better in the mid 2000s to today? I'm kind of interested in hearing this, from
I think
both of you guys.
LeBron would do I think he might do well in the 90s.
Okay, why?
The man complains over everything. How would he in the tough man era where people are knocking you on your ass? There's no way LeBron would survive in that. He certainly skill wise could carry his own, but
I'm thinking so many
physicality-wise,
scenarios in
not
my
so
head.
much. Yeah.
Maybe he'll get his way here and there, but not all the time.
Oh, that's all you see. All these superstars do that though. I know Jordan kind of did it every so often. He tried to get his way at times. I know Kobe did. LeBron, I think, is probably the worst one of them.
Kobe did for sure.
Kobe. That. I do. Yeah, Kobe also. I do remember. I will admit that he actually did. But I think LeBron's the worst one though. Trying to get all these calls and complaints and fouls. I'm surprised he never got teed up so many times.
Let me get your opinion on this. So I just randomly searched because I wanted to see what a Fox Sports put down. They put out, and this is the first thing I clicked on. They put down their top 5 from 5 to 1, and probably people are gonna be like, "What the hell?" 5 they have is Tim Duncan. Number 4 they have Shaq. I can see that. He's the most dominant player of his era. 3 I definitely agree with because the man was dominant for 20 seasons. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh yeah, that I agree.
Number
Hands
2 they had LeBron, and then number 1 of course they had Michael. That's from I don't know if I'd put him at 2. I don't
that
know
number
about
2
that.
is a little questionable.
That's a little high. I mean, yes,
top
he did
10 maybe. Top 10
he
maybe.
did help lead the Cavs back from a 3-1
10.
deficit.
Kobe should be up there.
However,
Kobe will be in my top 10, but top 5. Well, maybe
For
Kobe
me-
might be a 7.
I would
or
put Tim
6.
Duncan top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, same
well,
that.
Tim didn't have as many titles, but he was a dominant player. He was a very dominant power forward. Here's where I would give the nod to Michael over LeBron. As I clear up my throat.
The guy at number 3 should be number 2.
Exactly. I completely agree with that. Kareem was very dominant with the Lakers.
Kareem
and with
so
the Bucks.
dominant.
Kareem would be I think he would be number 2 on my list.
Be number 2.
Here for me, what puts Michael ahead of LeBron, other than the 6-0 record in the finals, and of course being like one of the more dominant players of his era. I think the biggest thing when it comes to being absolutely friggin' clutch, Michael absolutely blows LeBron out of the water. Because if you remember that 3-1 deficit that the Cavaliers came back to beat the Warriors, who was the guy that made the clutch shot down the stretch? That was Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving saved LeBron in that game.
Oh yeah,
he made the clutch 3-pointer to put the Cavs ahead.
Game
it was
4?
It was Game 7.
Yeah, Game 7.
Yeah. Kyrie is the reason they won that game. LeBron, yes, he pushed the pedal to the metal and pushed his butt off, helped his team, no question. He was the MVP of that entire final. But Kyrie Irving is the guy in the clutch who made the key 3 to put them ahead.
Oh
he
yeah,
made that
for sure.
So
I remember that game as clear as daylight too.
Michael didn't need Scotty or Dennis or Steve Kerr to do that. If he needed to do it, he would take that shot 100% of the time and not regret it. And half the time, if not more than that, he would make it. He was absolute money.
If they didn't came back and win that series, that record would be 2-7 rather than 3-6.
And he would be way down on my list at that point. I don't care what his regular season is. Way down.
2-7.
Yeah, 2-7 in the finals. Yeah, well, if it was, but it's 3-6 though. Obviously,
he'd be the Buffalo Bill version of a player in the NBA. He gets so many titles, and he can't win.
Yeah, that'd be like my luck, honestly, if you think about it.
But then again, 6 losses is a lot, though. You can't overlook that.
Oh yeah, 6 losses. Yeah, you can't overlook those losses either, because it's a ton. It's not like 1, 2, or 3. You talking about double those losses in the finals.
Who has it worse than James? That's a good player.
Let's see.
Charles Barkley was a very good player in his time, but he never won.
Yeah, he never won either.
But did he make appearances in the finals?
I don't think he did.
I think he might have.
He might have had one. I think that was the year where Michael was retired and playing baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But then 0-1 doesn't sound that bad compared to 3-6.
Oh God.
That's just me though.
You want to know who had a better record than LeBron James? Obviously, Bill Murray in Space Jam. Go look it up. Want to know?
Okay,
yeah,
now
that was a joke, but anyway,
I have to say to kind of give a nod of credit, because I know someone's gonna say, "Well, wait a minute, LeBron made a key play down the stretch in the game." Many people would have called it goaltending, anyways. That key defensive swat on Andre Iguodala, where a lot of fans were going, "That's a goaltend! It's a goaltend!" Then look at the replay; it's like he just barely got that ball swatted before Iguodala got it off the backboard. Just barely. So he didn't make a good defensive stop. I'm not discrediting that. But again, down the stretch, who made the key shot? Kyrie did, not LeBron.
Kyrie.
And
Mr.
there it
Kyrie.
is. That's my thing with MJ.
That's your thing.
I trust MJ in the clutch more so than him.
Now.
Yeah. Could be with another team next season too.
Yeah.
I mean, do you see LeBron staying on the Lakers for any longer? I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it.
I would say one more season.
One more season?
Yeah.
I would think so. I mean, honestly, if he wants to cement himself as one of the greatest of one of the greatest of all time, one of the biggest things he probably would need to do is he's already brought the Cavaliers a championship. He brought a championship back to Miami with the help of 2 other guys. But how big would it be if in his mid-30s, if LeBron could bring a championship to LA and not even have a star-studded cast around him? Now, he's probably going to. Don't get me wrong, he probably will. But
I know it's not going to be this year, though.
No. If he did manage to bring the Lakers to the playoffs with that roster, wow.
No.
Congratulations with that, LeBron. Then hats off to you. He probably wouldn't have won the championship, so it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, yeah. No question.
No matter who it is, it could be the Bucks for all I know.
Oh, by the way, my Kings had a heartbreaking loss the other night, a 1-point loss to the Bucks. They took them to the limit. I was so impressed with that game. That's showing the Kings are ready to go against anyone. Now they need to close the door because Buddy Hield, I think he had a post where he
Except for
said
the Warriors.
he's effing pissed off now. No, they can roll with them. They can hang with the Warriors. They can hang with them. They may not, upset them. They might have to take them to 7 games if they're going to try to do that, but they can hang with the Warriors. I think they can. Especially with Harrison Barnes, the way he's been leading.
Can they hang with Toronto?
Who, Sacramento?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. The 2 games they played against them, they've done pretty well. A lot of the playoff-bound teams they've done pretty well against. Like, they've hung with them the entire game. I'm very impressed with that.
Well,
I
then
thought
I
for
will say
sure.
that the Kings are underrated.
Extremely. No one thought they were going to the playoffs this year. I thought they would be a 9 seed, in my opinion. I thought they'd be a 9 seed this year. They could be, but I didn't think they'd have a shot at the playoffs.
Let me see. I'm looking at the standings right now.
Yeah, wasn't it like the Warriors and Denver the top 2? I gotta check here.
Yeah.
So
How about
NBA
Denver?
West.
Where the heck did they come from?
That's
Where did
another.
Denver come from?
Denver
Why is
just
Denver
came from.
43 and 22 right now? What?
I know. It's like, wow. Talk about shockers.
Because the top 5 right now, it's Golden State, Denver, Houston, Oklahoma City, and Portland. That's the top 5.
I figured Portland would be up there. Why is Utah good?
Yeah, the Bucks are the number 1 seeded team. Dude, that's the Bucks out of all teams. That's
the
insane.
model of consistency. Look who's the model of consistency every year because of Popovich. The Spurs are in the 7th seed.
Yeah, they're actually the 8th seed right now.
They're tied for the 8th seed, yeah.
Yeah, they're tied for the 8th
tie.
seed.
3-way tie, yeah. Utah,
it is a 3-way tie.
San Antonio, and LA. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Kings are 12 games back. They're 3 games back of the last spot.
They could make it. They just need to get on a winning streak.
Dude, the Spurs are money at home this year. They're 26 and 7 at home. That's insane.
Boy.
Yeah, that is insane.
They're awful on the road, but they're great at home.
Yeah, so
that's why that record is so close.
Yeah, the record basically it goes to show you that if you play them at home, just be careful in the postseason. They could take you to the limit. And same with I was gonna say actually, the Timberwolves. I can look at another team. They were the 10th in the Western Conference. They're 22 and 10 at home, but they're just 9 and 25 on the road. Which is also
let me give you an example here. Okay, so the Bucks, they played at home on the 27th. I wish I could have been at that game, honestly. They lost by 141 to 140 against one of the best teams, if not the best record team in the Eastern Conference.
Yes,
and then obviously they beat the Knicks because the Knicks are trash. They lost by 2 to the Celtics, and actually I watched that game. They were in it the entire game. I think they have a game against I want to say one of the top seeds in the Eastern Conference coming up soon. That's going to be the ultimate test for them.
Wait, what game?
Well, I think Philadelphia. Yeah, they have Philadelphia in Philly on Friday, but they got Washington, Boston, and Philly. So the road to try to make it to the playoffs is not going to be easy for the most part.
Yeah, they have a tough schedule.
Down the stretch, though, oh my gosh, dude. They've got Dallas twice. They got the Lakers one more time. They've got Houston
Dallas
twice. Houston twice, though. The Spurs.
Houston's going to be hard.
Here are their final 3 games. Utah, New Orleans, Portland. I mean, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. They might, if they beat, they don't have anything against the Clippers too, which sucks because that's the team that's in front of you. But if they can beat San Antonio and beat Dallas,
they'll beat Dallas.
San Antonio, though, if they beat them, that helps them get into there. 2 games they have to have, Utah and San Antonio. They have to beat those 2.
Oh, yeah, no question.
But even if they don't win, though, as a fan of them, I am so happy to see that they have progressed. Because after these last, let's just face it seems like 10 years of losing seasons, finally seeing the Kings
might be a little bit more than that. I think since 04. So you're talking about 15 years, more than likely.
Do they have a championship?
Because
Sacramento doesn't have a championship.
we're not going to talk about that because the championship was 2003. That should have been theirs, but we know Bavetta and his crew ruined that particular thing.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, remember I was going to go overseas and buy myself a Sacramento Kings NBA championship shirt, but I changed my mind. But no, they've
Better hold on to your money, fam.
Yeah, they've been to the playoffs since that upsetting season. I think the next 3 or 4 years they were in the playoffs. But since Weber, Divac, and the fantastic crew have retired, they've not recovered very well at all. They've had experiments like Ron Artest. They've had several different players they brought in to try to get that glory back, and now they got smart. They got the best, one of the better young point guards in De'Aaron Fox. Buddy Hield is playing like the owner thought he would when he traded for him for DeMarcus. They drafted well 2 years in a row, and then they acquired Harrison Barnes at the deadline, and hopefully he sticks around. But so yeah, they built a really good team. It's not an NBA caliber, championship caliber team right now.
It's more like a younger squad who's very competitive and they want to win. I
have the feeling like I had back in 1999 when Jason Williams came on the scene for the Kings. That's the feeling I have about the Kings right now, where I'm like, okay, I could see this product being successful for the next 5 years. I could see that. You know, especially hanging with Boston. Like, they were neck and neck the entire game with Boston. The entire game.
Oh yeah, no question.
Yeah, Boston's not the barometer or anything. Don't get me wrong, but still, I mean, seeing them hang with these teams that are playoff bound is just very encouraging. Extremely encouraging for me.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying.
Oh yeah,
I like how
official.
I'm looking at these records and 2 teams are confirmed in playoffs, which is Milwaukee and Toronto, because they got the X next to their name.
Oh yeah,
the Greek Freak, man.
The Greek Freak, and he got those
so what do you guys'
dinosaurs
for the finals is?
Oh gosh, already?
We don't
even have a playoff set.
I was gonna say we don't have a playoff set yet. Let's wait until the playoffs actually happen, and then you can get something. You can ask me that, a month from now.
I'm gonna fanboy you, Burning. Kings all the way. No, I was kidding. Until we have
I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah. I mean, until we have it set in stone, I mean, I couldn't honestly give an opinion on it. Not right now. Because you never know, the Kings could get momentum on their side. They could oust the Clippers out of the 8th seed and take over that seed and take that momentum.
It's too early to tell. It's too early to tell at this point.
I could see the Kings making it if they just beat up on their tough schedule.
Oh yeah,
they got to play their hearts out. They got to play their hearts out. They
really do. It's and that's kind of like Buddy Hield actually went on record like he didn't dog his teammates, but he was really, really, really upset how they've been losing close games. And by no means have he's gone and called his teammates and went, "Oh, you guys are trash. We need to win these games. You guys suck." No, he's upset because I want to win this, guys. Come on, we gotta do better at closing games out because they're in it. They've been in a lot of games and they've made a lot of good comebacks. So it's not for lack of trying, that's for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be negative around his teammates. You gotta keep that circle in motion. That's what you gotta do. You gotta keep the wheel turning. Positive thoughts to your teammates. You gotta say to them, obviously, let's go out there, let's win, let's do our thing, play defense, get some stops, and then we can go from there. Try to just execute some offensive plays. That's what I feel like the Kings are actually trying to do. And they've been doing actually a pretty damn good job of it this year as well, if you think about it. Even competing with the top teams.
I agree. I hope they can do it. I really do.
If it's not this season, but maybe give that team a couple of years, maybe next year, maybe the year after that, they'll be in the playoffs for sure.
Well, here's the big thing too. Not that this is a hotbed for free agents to come in, but free agents I think would want to actually consider. Maybe the second tier or third tier free agents would want to say, yeah, I'll come to Sacramento. I mean, Harrison Barnes obviously needs to be re-signed, especially if he wants to stay here. Great, give him a contract that's not out of control contract.
You guys play against Washington tomorrow, which hopefully you guys win.
The Washington Wizards. Let's see, where are the Wizards? Where's that game being played out? Where's that game played?
Probably
They're playing
here.
in Washington.
Oh,
They're
in
playing in
Washington.
Washington.
They're
No,
Washington.
yeah, that's right. They have a 3-game road trip. That's right.
Yeah. All right.
You guys
so,
will beat them. They're 27-39.
Well,
I'm pretty
they're-
sure you guys are gonna beat them.
Well, you remember you gotta look at the road record, and you also gotta look at their home records as well, because one bad team may be good at home, while the other team does bad on the road. That's kind of how it goes with like 9 and through 15 seeds with the NBA. Sometimes they'll shock you. I mean, for example, the Lakers lost to the Suns on the road, and the Suns are like one of the worst teams in the NBA. Like, that was a while back.
13-56.
They're
I think?
trash.
What is
Yeah.
their record?
Trash, man.
Yeah, they are. Well, they got their own issues going on, so I can't really talk too much about that.
They're 15-52. Yeah.
Yeah. Because and that goes back to my point, because you never know what's going to happen. One team can be really dominant one day, and then the team that was dominant could have an off day. You never know.
And you
Any
can fall
sport,
apart
it's
after that.
yeah, any sport. It's basically anything goes. Anything
You
goes
wanna
at this
talk about
point.
shocking.
It's a scary thought, though, Shadow. I know it's probably not possible, but it's probable a team as dominant as the Warriors can be in the playoffs could have a really, really bad stretch
Oh,
and get scared
Yeah.
and scaredly upset by the 8 seed and be like, "What just happened?"
Mm-hmm.
It can happen,
yeah.
but yeah,
And-
for your boys, the Warriors, they need to like finish strong. They're capable of it, but they
Yeah.
need to finish strong. And yeah, hopefully your boy DeMarcus doesn't have a hissy fit and loses his cool in the postseason, because they're
Yeah.
going to need his prowess.
And remember, you
So
also
far,
got to
we're
watch out
barely
for Denver
holding
too.
down.
Denver,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Denver's closing
Denver
in.
is-
Everyone's falling asleep on Denver. I
Denver
don't
is
understand
literally right up your asses right now, man. So you just got to be
Yeah,
on
Yeah,
the lookout
because
for
look
that.
look at the records. Golden State is
Yeah.
45
The
and 20.
Rockets-
Denver's 43 and 22.
The
They're like
Rockets
2
had a
games ahead.
decent. The Rockets actually had like a 8-game winning streak going. I don't know if they were playing today or not, or what their result was, but even the Rockets
Rockets?
are. Yeah, the Rockets were up there too. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
the 3 seed, like only 4.5 back. That whole
Do you
Western
think-
Conference is pretty much a toss-up, honestly, if you think about it.
Question here for your boys, Kyle. With LeBron being there and them having a losing season, do you think that they're still going to pursue guys like Anthony Davis? Let's put it this way: what's more likely, they get Anthony Davis or they get DeMarcus Cousins?
Oh man, that's a tough one. But I feel like the Anthony Davis one would be more than likely. That would make sense to me. But at the end of the day, because I'd want to have the Lakers focus around their young guys, but they're too into like, oh, me this, me that. Having huge egos. That's their problem. I mean, some of them are really good. They got skills. They can back it up on the court. Obviously, you can tell from like a couple of games and all that. And they had a decent start throughout the beginning of the year, but when it comes down to down the stretch, it's just they've been showboating. Well, not showboat. They've been showboating more off the court, but at the same time, it was just you gotta keep your skill on the court. If Cowboy Nick was alive right now, God bless his soul, the late Cowboy Nick, he would be saying, get off your asses and do something and do your job. That's what he would say.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Yeah, God bless.
the-
God bless his soul.
I think one trade, this is not the trade that ended their season, but it didn't help matters. The fact that they traded Zubac to the Clippers, what were they thinking? Zubac was having the best season he probably ever is going to have. He even feels bad. He went on record saying, I don't understand what happened to my old team, the Lakers. I thought for sure that we could have done something if I was still there. I mean, he's probably still bitter because he got traded to the Clippers, but he's going to go to the playoffs unless this Clippers choke down the stretch. But
And like I said, the whole
My
Western
gosh.
Conference is only like a 8.5, maybe possible 8-game difference between the first and the 8th seed, and it's still a toss-up at this point about the
Yeah.
order of the standings.
The Northwest? On the
No,
western side?
just the Western Conference itself. Yeah, because if you look at it, if the Warriors, if they're 45 and 20, and then you have, I guess the Spurs or the Kings or whoever. Well, the Kings are only like 4.5 behind the 8th spot, because you never know, that could change. But Yeah, it's only like a 8/8.5 game difference between the Western Conference, between the 8th seed and the number 1 seed. And that goes back to my point. Anything can happen at that point because we got how long, dude? I think we got a little more over a month until the NBA season ends.
Yeah, we do.
And then if you look at the Eastern Conference, I can look at that, and that's actually not even close compared to it because the Heat are the 8th seed, and they're only 31 and 35, 19 back of the first spot. So, yeah, big difference there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. It's like, ooh, damn.
I'm telling you, man.
It's gonna be a fun ride, man.
You know what surprises me? I'm surprised that Brooklyn is doing well.
Oh, the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really shocked at that whatsoever. They did pick up a couple of guys. I think they have D'Angelo Russell, I think, who's on the Brooklyn Nets, if I'm not mistaken. Or is he on the Knicks? I'm not sure.
I find it funny that the Pistons are up there, too.
Yeah, Detroit basketball. I will never get away from that.
The top 5 I figured would be up here. Milwaukee, Toronto, Philadelphia, Indiana, and Boston. I figured they would be in the top 5.
Oh, yeah, there's no
There's
no question
that's like a
about that.
guaranteed almost every year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Bledsoe having a good year for Milwaukee, and of course, you know, Yanni being Yanni, the Greek freak. My father-in-law absolutely loves that guy.
15
Every time
and
I visit
16, though, that's crazy.
Every time we visit him, he's like, "Yes, we're going to watch the Greek freak." And I'm like, "Yes, Dad."
We are going to watch the Greek freak. I'm like,
They
yeah, I
have
would
the
have said
most
the same
wins
thing.
and the
Oh my
less
gosh.
losses.
I mean, he'll watch the Magic, but ultimately he is a big fan of Yanni, and that's how you pronounce him for short in Greek. You call him Yanni. I think his name is Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Your dad was a Magic fan?
What?
Was your dad a Magic fan, or what were we talking about?
Not my dad. It's my wife's dad. And Yanni in Greek, as she mentioned in the background, means John.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically John
Okay.
is his first name in Greek.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No question
Yanni.
about that.
Yanni. I like calling him Yanni.
Yanni.
I would.
He sounds more Italian than he does Greek. Like, Yanni, hey,
I know.
Yanni.
Yanni. Yanni.
Yeah,
Yanni,
exactly.
give me some pizza and spaghetti. I'm eat the balls. Okay, I can't do an Italian.
You know, Italian and Greek, like, accents. They sound kind of similar, but not too similar. Like if they're speaking in English dialect with their accents, they sound similar. So like if you try to do an impression of one, it sounds the exact same way. They really
a
do.
little bit, because they're really like kind of borderline next to each other, but in like Europe, if you think about it, kind of, but not real. I don't know. I gotta look at the European part of the continent here. Here, let me confirm that real quick. I've been using Google a lot to confirm my possible predictions, I should say.
I tell you what, dude. If there's one way for me to get the missus into DLC, into any zombies map, it's to tell her that it's in a Greek setting in Greece.
Yeah, they're kind of right next to each other in a way, because Greece is like a little bit south of the
or Delphi. Delphi is where that map's gonna be for zombies.
Yeah, so Greece is literally like a water, like it's like east.
Mhm.
If you like sail from Italy to Greece, you have to go east, like south of it a little bit. Which is, you know, it makes sense because they're kind of like right next to each other near that border, in a way. But yeah, I'm super excited though for the zombies. I mean, I know it's not coming out till like late March, but I wanted it to be, you know, March 5th, but at the same time, it's fine. They got to take their time with the map. You know, they got to do what they got to do.
I mean, if you look at the thing that, if you look at it, they were saying that they wanted to make it to where it was 1 week after the Xbox people will get it too. That's what they want to do. I think this time around, because usually it's a month after they get it, but they.
And it
So
was
you
never
look at
like that
their-
before when it came to like
No.
360 and PS3.
Everybody in there, including myself, thought that. Everybody thought that the DLC is going to come out in early March, because normally when Treyarch does an actual announcement of a DLC content and what's going on or an update that's coming up, normally it's 2 weeks later they release it. this time they actually put it out there. It's in March, but then we saw Xboxes as well where it said, "Oh, your DLC's coming out in April." So then I heard the intel about how it's going to be a week after it's released on PS4. Xbox will get it too. I'm like, oh, so it's got to be end of the March then. So we'll probably get a trailer within the next week or two, I would think.
I would say like 2 weeks maybe at max. I would say.
Yeah.
Probably on a
I
Tuesday.
am super stoked, man.
Or Friday.
I mean, it's somebody who studied Greek mythology a little bit back in the day, dude.
Oh yeah.
Super hyped for that.
Imagine if Kratos was going to be Kratos will make a guest appearance. Shh.
Okay, I hope this happens because if you remember one of my favorite zombies maps of all time, Der Eisendrache, had the bows. I'm hoping they have the bow of Apollo, which is actually actual Greek mythology. If you can actually craft the bow of Apollo for this DLC, oh my gosh,
yeah, that'd be pretty badass.
That would be bringing back some memories of Der Eisendrache, and I love that map a lot.
How about different, not just the fire bow, but like different set elements of the bow, like 115 elements. Combine that with Greek mythology. That would be, man, that would be insane.
Yeah.
That would be
interesting. By the way, that new perk, though, we've tried this out before, that new perk that they brought for this before this map came out, which is like, it's like a 50% more melee damage, and the more you use that melee, the more range it has. That thing is going to be so beneficial. That thing actually is really beneficial, too, if you have not beaten the Dead of the Night yet. When you get the stake, the stake range goes so much further, so then it's a good perk. I like it. So GG Treyarch on that one. Not a lot of people like that perk. I like it personally. It's really good.
I've never used it though. I'll definitely have to test it out at least one time.
It makes up for the biggest critique they had with melee is where when you back up in melee, it doesn't do anything. Like in Black Ops 3 and 1 and 2, you could back up and melee a zombie and not get hit. Whereas with this perk active, you can back up and it melees them from a distance and you can't get hurt.
Right?
So,
and there it is, boys, right there.
It kind of makes sense.
And there it is, chat.
And speaking of, there it is. I feel like that's gonna do it for our show because we've been talking for quite a bit here, but
it was the sports that mainly we talked about.
It was the sports.
Shadow's mom in the background. Is she gonna say, "Are you effing kidding me?"
Are you kidding me? But anyways, we'll see you guys back here next week, same time, same everything. For Mattman Burning Shadow, I'm Kyle the Pug as always, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for more streaming stuff, for more gaming streams and videos. And of course, this podcast will be on demand tomorrow as soon as I put this up. Wait a minute, Shadow.
Kyle.
What were you gonna say?
I actually started streaming.
I know. Burning Shadow is also on YouTube, guys. Definitely go check him out. His first live stream was at 12:30 a.m. in the morning. That's right. You heard
first ever?
Yeah, 12:30 a.m. in the morning.
I've never streamed before until it was then.
Shadow, is it on Twitch or just YouTube?
I'm gonna be on both. I have a Twitch channel.
Yeah, so your first stream, I was actually passed out, I fell asleep. But anyways, this podcast will be on demand on YouTube if we're talking about it. And again, I'm Kyle the Pug, and I will see you guys next week for the podcast. And if you guys did enjoy, drop a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Because again, I know I kind of sound like a broken record. This podcast will be on YouTube. So for those who are watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. For those who are watching on Twitch, also thank you for watching. And as always, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.